2, and 1. We are live. Yo, what is going on, y'all? It is your boy, Larry Long Jr., back again for this week's Midweek, Midday Motivational Minute. I can't believe that we are at episode number 29. Come on in. Episode number 272 overall. Go ahead and let me know, where are you tuning in from? Last week, I was in West Palm Beach. I was working on my tan. I think they said I got sunshine, and now I'm back on a cloudy day in good old Durham, Raleigh, Durham. Happy to be back. Had some snafus in my travel. Got rain delayed out of West Palm Beach. I had to spend the night in Nashville, but it was great because I got to catch up with some friends, Storm and Norman Merrifield. It was great hanging out with you and Dr. Darren Kennedy as well. I think they say when life gives you lemons, ooh, we got to make some lemonade. I don't have any lemons with me, but I got some pineapples. Close enough. But had a blast in West Palm Beach. Out with my friends at FSAE, Florida Society of Association Executives. I got to give props and big thanks to my great friends there, Sharon Grossman. I want to say thank you to Natasha Keenall, as well as the Ann Neville and the entire crew, but specifically those folks, because they were open to sharing some feedback for me, which is our topic for today. I think last week we talked about giving folks their flowers while they're still here and able to smell them. Well, that's great. And today we want to talk about opportunity areas for improvements. I want to ask you to start off with, how is your energy level feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? In the chat, whether you're live, I see you, Kathy. So great to see you on IG. For my folks that are on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, I'm curious, how are you feeling from an energy perspective, 1 to 10? On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say I'm an 8. I'm energized to be here with you, but I'm a little bit drained. And part of that is my sleep. I haven't been getting great sleep on the road. Normally, I sleep like a log, but I was struggling last week. I don't know if it was the heat of West Palm, if it was the excitement of my closing keynote, but I'm at about an 8. And I'm trying to elevate the 8 to be a 9, maybe a 9.5. But I'd love to know, where is your energy level? Okay, thanks so much. But let's talk about receiving feedback, opportunity areas for improvement, so that we can step into our awesomeness. I'm a big believer that when you know better, you now have the opportunity to do better. And I hope that this message will jolt someone, will jolt you into your purpose. It will jolt you into your power. It will jolt you into your greatness and hopefully elevate your performance. Great to see you, Evelyn, all the way in Singapore. I see you. I know that last week I got jolted, not just from FSAE, but also a LinkedIn local live meetup that was coordinated by my buddy Mark Jarrow, as well as Wendy Shore. I had a few friends that came into town. Lauren Sermon, Seth Present came in from all over Florida, South Florida, to join us in West Palm, and that was absolutely great. But following up my performance at Florida Society of Association Execs, my great friend, Dr. Sharon Grossman, said, Larry, I want to give you feedback. It was good. And yes, and there's some opportunities to make it even gooder. That's a shout out to my buddy Ryan Bett, who published a book, Speak Gooder. But essentially, I don't want to be good. I don't even want to be gooder. I want to be great. I want to be spectacular. I want to be the best that I can possibly be. And I know sometimes, at least I'm guilty as charged, when receiving feedback, it can feel like a personal attack, that they're coming right at you and getting you in the heart. But I try to reframe it and realize that it's an opportunity to reset. Yeah, to reset my buttons. To my friend Mary Elizabeth Murphy, that was easy to reset our buttons, but it's an opportunity for an upgrade, a personal and professional upgrade to step into our awesomeness. It's not criticism if it's constructive. That's what you call coaching. And that's the sign of a great coach that's going to provide you the feedback that's going to fuel your improvement, that's going to allow you to get better over time. I know sometimes we look at feedback and it's like, whoa, what you talking about, Willis? But if you frame it in the right perspective, you can really say, wow, I needed that. Wow, I can use that to get better and really help me along my journey. I know that when I was playing baseball, Coach Kelly Kalina, RIP, he used to always tweak with my swing, always looking for those little details to allow me to be the best me that I can be. So I got to thinking, what are some ways that we can really receive feedback constructively and embrace it? So number one, my encouragement for you is to seek it out. Don't try to bob and weave. Don't try to avoid it. We want to capture that data. Yeah, we might get boot, we might get bopped. Yeah, the uppercut. But those are all data points that will help us to be better in the future. So I encourage you to go out and ask your colleagues, your coworkers, ask your family members, your friends, those in your community, those that you know, that you like, that you trust, and that believe in you and want to see you do well. Ask them for honest feedback. And you can position it as, hey, can you give me one specific thing that I can do to take my respective game, whether it's professionally, whether it's personally, to that next level? The second thing, when you receive it, make sure you thank them for it. And I encourage you to do something that I have a tough time doing. I want you to sit in it. I want you to let it marinate. I know some of y'all are looking in Webster's dictionary. Marinate, what is that? Yeah, I want you to let it stew, let it simmer, let it marinate. I want you to go ahead and not swat the feedback, not try to, where is it? Oh, goodness gracious, here it is. My wife organized my office. I can't find my stuff. Not try to fight back and battle back. Well, here goes what I meant. Here goes what I was doing. No, hold up, stop, wait a minute. Receive the feedback fully. Let it soak in and sit in it. You don't need to react. You can just reflect. You can ask yourself the question of, what's that main nugget that I can pull away? I respect that person's perspective. And that was a conversation that we had. In the world of speaking, it is very subjective. I mean, there's certainly some objective, key, basic items that you want, but it's kind of like movies. Someone might love a speaker or love a movie while someone else says, survey says, nah, they might not be feeling it. And that's okay. But using different people's perspective can certainly help you to elevate. I would encourage you, don't be egotistical. Don't let your ego hold you back from your evolution, from you getting in your own way, blocking your blessings and taking your game to that next level. Now, after you've gotten the feedback, after you've thanked them, after you've stewed in it, on your mark, get set, go. I encourage you to do something. And you can start small, but I encourage you to start now. I had a recap session with Dr. Sharon Grossman, and I have, I think, 5 pages of notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of notes of feedback. And it was certainly a gift, and I appreciate her for sharing that. Now I'm trying to figure out what's that one step. I actually have a keynote coming up next Tuesday. What's that one key thing that will allow me to make progress that I can actually implement now? Because as I said last week in my Monday motivation, it's not about perfection. It's really about progress. How can you make that change? How can you track that change? How can you watch your own growth and development? That's what's called leadership right there. It's taking the action to propel yourself to that next level. One thing I would also encourage you is to report back to the person, how did their feedback work? 2 thumbs up, somewhere in the middle. Maybe they have additional add-on feedback and additional questions for you to assist you. I can tell you that early on, and I still get this feedback. It's Larry, you are very energetic. Your energy is off the chain. Your mind, you've got so much to give, but too much is too much. You don't need to give it all. Let's go ahead and narrow it down. Let's go ahead and filter all those crazy ideas you got in that big old head of yours, that big old melon, and let's narrow it down. Because you're confusing people. John Edwards, Speech on the Beach, he said, Larry, you give so many brain bombs. Let's go ahead and give a few nuggets, a few main ideas so you don't overwhelm people. When you give too much, it can be too much for people. The great Mark LeBlanc, Speaker Hall of Famer, he shares it best. No change, no change. So I'm trying to make a change. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to make progress and be better tomorrow than I was today. Be better today than I was yesterday. I'm curious, what's been the most impactful piece of feedback that you've received? Could be personal. It could be professional. If you don't mind sharing, go ahead and get those Twitter fingers ready. I see we've got some comments coming in from LinkedIn, for my folks that are tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. If you don't mind sharing, I see you, Kathy and Evelyn. If you don't mind sharing, what's been the most impactful piece of feedback that you've gotten, that piece of feedback that has really allowed you to propel to that next level? My hope is that if you're doing it today, you don't feel that feedback is failure. It's really a platform for you to jump off. It's a platform for you to really take it to that next level. So if you don't mind sharing, I see you, Coach E. Let me know what that best and most impactful piece of feedback was, because we're all trying to get after it. Let's see. What do we have here? Coach E, I appreciate you. Let's see. Hey, Larry, I find it hard to put the action in after getting the feedback, but my thought is, why did I ask if I wasn't going to got these devices that provide so much information at our fingertips? We've got information overload. I would say the deficit is really around action. How do you put it into action? How do you put it into play? How do you take those actions? How do you take those steps, those activities that you can do, and actually do them? Like Nike said, just do it. Yes, that is the biggest challenge. My encouragement is for you to remain encouraged, for you to stay intentional. Keep your eyes on the prize and on your vision. Remain wide open. Have a wide open heart to the wisdom that others want to share in order to take you to the next level, in order to help you step into your awesomeness. Yes, Michelle, awesomeness. That's what I'm talking about. To really shape and help you make progress into your greatness. I can tell you that we're all better together. So let's do it together. You don't need to do it alone. If I can support you, if anyone in my network, whether it's LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, if there's anyone in my network, you need a specialist, you need expertise, make that call. Pick up that 500-pound phone and reach out to Larry Long Jr., because I can tell you that feedback is an opportunity for improvement. We want it. We want to get better. Coach E, I appreciate it now. Biggest advice was that I have a bunch of good ideas, but I need to focus on one and act on all rather than act on all at one shot. Thank you so much for sharing that. So I love it. The good ideas are great. Let's focus on one at a time. I think they say you can't multitask. Even though we think that we can multitask, it is not. It is impossible. I don't know if anything's impossible, but it's impossible to multitask. So thank you, Coach E. Eric Reyes, sharing. Focus on that one act that he can do right now. I encourage you, share with that best piece of advice, that best piece of feedback that you received. I appreciate you taking time to join us today. I hope that wherever you are in the world, that all is well, that you're having a wonderful Wednesday. I'm wishing you a wonderful week. And I encourage you to stay jolted, get zapped into intentionality, rediscover and believe in your inner greatness you got inside of you. You've got the awesomeness inside of you. I encourage you to step into it as well as to pass it along. We're going through some tough times. There's people that are out there struggling right now. And you, yes, I'm looking right at you. You have the opportunity to really serve as that blessing, to really serve as that support, to really serve as that leader, that guide, that role model for someone else. Step up and do it. I'll see you next Wednesday. I cannot believe that. Wow, we are moving along. Next Wednesday will be the 23rd. Ooh, where is time flying? Today is July the 16th. Carpe diem, seize the day. That's my good friend Jasmine. Hope all is well, Jasmine. Hope all is well, Monty. So super happy to have y'all as fellow masterminders, and I'm excited to see you in a little over a week in good old Scottsdale, aka Scottsdale, Arizona, for NSA Influence. I was wearing the shirt earlier, and I am super excited to join my great speaker friend Pat Haggerty, Stan Phelps, as well as York Kleinhandler. We're going to be playing the great Pinehurst. We're going to be playing Pinehurst #1 on Friday. I just cannot wait. Anytime that I get to hop out on the golf course, it is my happy place. So take your feedback, take those opportunity areas, and I wish you all the best. I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye for now. Peace. All right, now IG. All right, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. I will see you next week. Bye for now. Peace.